everyone, I'm Hanna, this is Felix, and today's practice is a gentle hip opening practice. I would recommend a pillow or a cushion or something that you can slide under your hips, especially if they're super tight. It's not going to be a super quick practice or a sweaty one, it's just going to be a nice, slow, juicy opening for your hips. So when you're ready, grab your stretchy pants and we'll meet you on the mat. Alright, so Felix is insisting on helping me today. Start by coming down onto your bum and take your feet about as wide as your yoga mat. Okay, and then here, just take your hands behind you. Your fingertips can point backwards in full Netflix and chill mode, but keep your heart space lifted so your chest is open and squeeze your shoulder blades very gently together. And here we're simply going to start to tick-tock our knees from one side to the other. So nothing fancy here, just moving your knees from one side to the other. Felix has decided now is the time he's going to eat his breakfast, so if you can hear crunching noises, that's him. And then the next time that your knees roll over to the right hand side, keep them there. And again, press into your hands to open your heart space. And you're welcome to stay here. This might be plenty of opening, or you can pick up your right foot and rest it on top of your left knee. But if that really starts to fire up either one of your kneecaps, then just bring that foot back to the floor, it's no problem. Give a little activity to your toes here, so just flex them very gently. Imagine you've got Barbie feet, if that's, if you can jam with that. Cool. We're here for one more inhale, one more exhale. Great. And then if your foot is on your knee, release it. And then again, just take your knees very gently from one side to the other, just a couple more rounds. And then when your knees fall to the left, keep them there and keep this lift up into your heart space. And once again, you're welcome to stay here. This is a big stretch if your hips are way tight. Or you can pick up your left foot and rest it on top of your right knee, just helping that knee release even deeper into your mat. I know for sure I'm feeling it more on this side than the other, and our hips are very much like that. One side might feel super open and you'll have no problems, and the other side might be like, no, thank you. All good. One more breath in here. And then exhale. And then remove your foot if it was on top. Come back to center. Again, just take very gentle movement here, one side to the other. And when you feel satisfied, cross your ankles, and we're going to shift forward onto all fours. Dust off the dog fur from your mat if you need to. And here, spread your fingers really wide, bringing your knees underneath your hip points. Make sure that you can't see your toes, so your feet are hiding behind your knees. And then here we'll move through a very gentle cat-cow. So take a micro bend in your elbows as you drop your belly, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and pull your heart forward through your chest. Nice. And then exhale to tuck your chin to your chest. Draw your belly button strongly towards your spine. Cool. Inhale again, bend your elbows, drop your belly, stretch through the front of your body. And then exhale to lift your spine to the sky, stretching through your back body. A couple more rounds here. Keep pushing into your foundation. So really gripping through your fingertips. Nice. Moving with your breath in one direction and the other. Felix is still fully crunching all of his biscuits. If you haven't seen how he eats, there's a very funny reel on my Instagram page of Felix eating. Just very normal for him, but very unusual for the rest of us. Alright, once you're done, come back to center on an inhale. And then from here, we're simply going to pick up our right foot and then step it in between our hands. You can help your foot to make it there if that was a little tricky. Beautiful. What we want here is our front right knee over our front ankle. We're going to keep our fingertips on the floor, or maybe if you have blocks or pet cats that you can use to kind of lift your spine here, it's also a nice option. And we're simply going to stay here in our lunge. Feel as though you want to squeeze your inner thighs towards one another, but keep reaching your heart space forward and expanding your collarbones apart. And then here, if it feels good, you can start to take a little bit of movement, maybe tick-tocking your hips from side to side. Maybe you want to shift a little forwards and backwards. And if none of that feels good for your body today, then you're welcome to just stay in your low lunge. It's no problem. We'll be here for a few more breaths, just finding any sort of movement here that feels super nice. Good. And then once you feel satisfied, come back to center. Press your hands strongly into your mat or your blocks. And then we're going to take this right knee and send it behind us and float it up into the air. And now bring your knee out to the side and flex your right foot. Cool, so you sort of look like Baloo peeing on a tree. Baloo is the well-behaved dog that's not here at the moment. Nice. Start to engage your belly very slightly and notice if your hips tip way down to the left. Can you level off your hips and lift your knee a little higher? And then here we're simply going to take a few big circles with our hip. Nice. Your hip might be making some noises for you at the minute. That's all good. It's part of the process. Take your circles in the opposite direction, keeping your right foot flexed. Again, notice if your left hip starts to tilt down, can you push into your foundations to lift your hips level? Good, and then finally we're going to take that knee all the way back down to the mat. Lovely. Quick cat-cow in between. Inhale, drop your belly, open your heart, and exhale, press into the mat and round your spine. Good, inhale, come back to center. And then this time we're going to pick our left foot up and step it simply in between your hands. Good. Take any sort of journey that you need to get there. Bring your fingertips to the mat or to any kind of props you have laying around. And again, here, start to reach your heart space forward. Good. Can you squeeze your inner thighs together and feel those muscles contract and engage? And this helps our body to sort of understand that everything's okay, even though we're in a bit of a weird shape. Bye, buddy. Okay, and then like last time, if you want to start to move your hips around a little, maybe from left to right, or maybe you want to go forwards and backwards a little, just make it your own. And as long as everything feels happy, stretchy but happy, then you're not doing anything wrong. Good. Few more breaths like this. And of course, if you want to stay in your lunge, just finding stillness and length in your spine, then go ahead and do that. We're here for one more inhale, one more exhale. Inhale, come back to your starting point, and now press into your hands and send your left knee back but in the sky. Good. Flex your left toes and bring that leg to a right angle. Again, notice if you dip way down into your right hip, can you lift up through your low belly to straighten and level off your hips? Nice. And then from here again, just start to make these big circles with your left knee. Nice. Keep your left foot activated so it really feels like your whole left leg is moving in one piece. But see how much you can bring your awareness to your hip socket. Great. Change the direction of your circles. Beautiful. We're here for just a little bit longer. Nice. One more inhale. And then exhale, bring that knee back down to the mat. This time we're going to tuck our toes underneath us, lift your knees, and send your hips up to the sky. Come into downward facing dog. You can pedal it out here, bending one knee at a time. Really press into your hands to lengthen your hip bones up high to the sky. Good. And then once you're done, come into stillness. Give your head and neck a little bit of a shake. So this is the only part of our body that's really not working in this pose, but everything else, you should be able to feel something. Really pressing into your hands to lengthen your sit bones high, and then pulling your heels down towards the mat. And they don't have to hit the mat, but really feel that you're lengthening through the backs of your legs. Good. Take an inhale here. Take an exhale. And then on your next inhale, we're going to lift our right leg up, just about half of what you would usually do. Keep your foot really flexed and pull your right leg bone into your hip. Nice. Inhale, can you lift it a little higher? And then exhale, we're gonna take our right knee to the outside of our right arm and then step it to the outside of our right hand. Whew. Good. So here we are in a little lizard pose. Drop your left knee down to the mat. Nice. Okay, so again, if you've got any sort of props or pillow or block or books are really good here as well, then you can bring them underneath your hands to give yourself a little more length and space in your spine. If you're okay with your hands or your fingertips on the floor, then that's great. No problem, whichever variation you're in. But can you squeeze your right thigh towards your right arm? Nice. Really press into the big toe side of your right foot. And at the same time, try and lengthen as much as you can through your heart space. So pull your shoulder blades back. Nice. We're here for just a few more breaths. Good. If you want a little more here and you know that your hips are open, you're welcome to shift your hands forward and bring your forearms down to the mat. But if you do that and your lower back starts to really round, so your upper back starts to round, then take it back a step, is no problem. Awesome. We're here for one more inhale and one more exhale. If you're down on your forearms, then lift yourself back onto your hands. And here we're slowly going to walk our right foot across our yoga mat until it comes to the left side. Now, for Pigeon Pose, if your shin is really parallel to the front of the mat, it's super intense. So take this foot and slide it back towards your pelvic bone and now drop your right leg down towards the mat. Pick up your left knee and then slide it back behind you a little and untuck your toes. So your left leg is super long here. And see here where my butt is really lifted off of the mat. This is where it's nice to grab a cushion or pillow and slide that underneath your booty. Cool. All right, to set this one up, really press down strongly into your right shin bone. So press your right leg into your mat. Nice. Keep pressing. And then push into your fingertips to inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. Keep pressing down with your right leg. As you exhale and slowly slide yourself down towards your forearms. Maybe you make a little pillow for your head with your hands, or maybe your forehead can come down to the mat. And then once you're in your comfortable pigeon pose, comfortable, we use the term loosely. Keep pushing your right leg down in towards the earth. So we'll squeeze that leg into the earth for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now release that sensation and feel your hip muscles relax into this pose. Nice. We'll stay here for about 5 breaths. Notice if you're gripping or holding onto any tension in your facial muscles, or if you're still really holding onto tension in your right hip. That's very, very normal, but see if you can use your exhale breath to release that tension just a little more. If your shoulders are creeping up towards your ears, can you relax your shoulders down your spine? One more deep, full breath in here. Exhale maybe out your mouth. And then slowly start to press into your hands to lift yourself back up. And then very gently tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and we're going to step it all the way back into a very bendy downward facing dog. So both knees are super bent. And here maybe just twist and turn your hips a little from side to side. Maybe you want to shake out your legs like you're trying to get water off of them. Nice. Beautiful. And then after taking a little bit of movement, maybe it feels okay to re-straighten through your legs. And it's possible that your right leg feels a little longer than your left leg. Again, it's super normal. Let's just have all the attention and love. Okay, when you're ready. On your next inhale, lift your left leg about 50% of the way. Oh, hello plant. Nice.
And now can you pull your left leg bone into your hip socket, flex your left foot, and then lift it a tiny bit higher. Keep all 5 toes pointing down towards the mat. Take another inhale here, and then exhale, your left knee goes outside your left arm, and then step your left foot outside your left hand. Good. We're here back in lizard. Drop your right knee down to the mat. I think hair down was not the best option for my yoga video. Never mind. Okay, again here you know what to do. If you have props and you need them, please grab them. If you're okay on your fingertips or the palms of your hands, then stay here, but try to aim to lengthen your spine more. And then squeeze your left leg towards your left arm and push down through the big toe side of your left foot. And lizard is taught really differently, and it doesn't mean that those ways are right or wrong. It's just this is the way we've chosen for today. Good. Again, if you know you have space in your left side, more than your right maybe, or the same, then you can shift your hands forward and come down to your forearms. I know for me this is my dodgy side, so I'm going to stay up here. We'll stay together for 3 more breaths in lizard. Can you keep squeezing your left leg towards your left arm? Nice. Keep reaching your heart forward for 1 more inhale. And complete your exhale. Nice. If you're on your forearms, make your way back up to your hands, and then start to walk this left leg along to the right side of your mat, and then shift your foot back towards you and bring your left leg to lay nice and long along your mat. Good. Okay, pick up your left, what is it now? Oh, Hanna, today. Pick up your right kneecap and then scoot your right leg way back behind you so that leg is also really long. Beautiful. If you need your pillow or cushion, then stuff it underneath your butt. Press into your fingertips here to inhale and lift your heart. And now push down into the mat with your left leg. Really activate all the muscles of your left leg. Good. We're here for another inhale to lift a little higher. And then exhale, slowly come down just to whatever level suits you today. Resting your forehead either in your hands, on your forearms, or on the mat. Good. Breathe super, super deep. And don't forget, we're still pressing that left leg strongly into the earth. Keep pressing, pressing, pressing for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release that pressure and feel your legs sort of soften deeper into the mat. Nice. Again, give your body a quick scan. Notice if you're holding tension somewhere else that is really not helpful for this stretch. Try and deepen your breath and try to focus on your breath. It makes difficult stretches like this much easier. Beautiful. We're here for 1 more inhale. And maybe you exhale out your mouth. Great. And then slowly lift yourself back up, pressing into your hands. Tuck your right toes, and then push yourself back into, again, a very bendy downward facing dog, super bent knees. Twist and turn through your hips a little here. Nice. Give them a little shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Good. And then from here, slowly start to walk your feet about halfway up your yoga mat and spill your toes over the edges, but allow your heels to point in. And then bend your knees a lot. We're coming down into a yoga squat position. Nice. So for some, your heels are not going to hit the mat, and that's no problem, all good. But can you draw your elbows to the insides of your knees? Bring your hands together at your heart space. Nice. Inhale to lift and lengthen through your spine. And then exhale here, maybe close down your eyes. And even though we're just chilling in Malasana, even here, can you start to contract your muscles by pressing your arms into your legs? And now can you push your legs back into your arms so you feel your inner thigh muscles light up? Good. Keep pressing again here. Nice. Can you lengthen the crown of your head a little higher to the sky? Keep pressing your arms and legs together.
For one more inhale. And one more exhale. Slowly open your eyes. Release your hands, take them behind you to bring yourself all the way down onto your booty. Good. Take the soles of your feet together. You can have plenty of space between your feet and your body, and then use the hands to slowly bring yourself all the way down onto your back. Again, pillows or props here are really nice to bring underneath your legs. If you haven't got anything on you, you can make fists with your hands and bring your fists underneath the space where your bum turns into your legs. Nice. And then here, close down your eyes. Take a deep, full breath into your belly. Bring it into your chest. Take it all the way into your throat and hold it there. Hold your breath, hold, hold. Open your mouth and sigh it out. One more like that. Deep breath into your belly, your chest. Hold it all the way into your throat. Hold, hold, hold your breath. And then open your mouth and sigh it out. You are welcome to stay here for as long as serves you. If you'd like to move into Savasana and complete your practice in Savasana, it's always a super nice idea. Otherwise, if you're ready to get on with your day, then take your hands together, bring your thumbs in between your eyebrows. Take another deep, full breath in. And exhale. Namaste.